Dip in. Get your beak wet. Hurry. He did it. He's so cute. Oh! Can you see me? Can you see me? I don't know about this. How come this one goes all the way this way and this one doesn't? What the heck? Okay, let me know if you can see me now. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out because never come at you like from here. So we're gonna figure all these things out for a sec. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure it out. Ay, chihuahuas. Ah! Why is there a hair on my camera? Totally a hair. Okay, that's nice. This is so ergonomic and stuff. That's nice. Ah, okay. Heyo, Belle here, and we're gonna do something fun today. First off, welcome to my channel. My name is Belle. If you have not been here before, then welcome, and be sure to hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Unicorn fam, and get your sparkle on. Also follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, mostly on Snapchat. That's where you're gonna see me most frequently. So yes, what we are going to do today is we're gonna do something fun and colorful and a little extra because this is for Pride. I do very much identify with the LGBTQ plus community, and I have a lot of good friends who belong to the community. It's very dear to my heart, and as y'all know who watch me on Snapchat, I am the hugest RuPaul fan like ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my take on a homage to Pride right now. So yeah, and also not only that, but we're gonna do a full face of first impressions. So first thing we're gonna try is this baby skin, and we're already dropping things. Fantastic. 1 second. Back to what we were saying. First thing we're gonna try is this baby skin instant pore eraser. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can use it alone, or you can use under makeup for flawless skin smoothing onto areas with visible pores. Look, I've gotten really good at opening things, guys. So we're gonna open this. I'm gonna smell it real quick. Oh. It smells like paint. That's a little weird, but let's see what happens. Ooh, it's already a little moco. Can you see it? Oh my gosh, that's great. It's a little moco. It's a little moco. And that's booger for y'all non-Rio Grande Valley people. I guess that is going to be the amount that I pull for the first little bit. Just gonna do like this with my fingers and dot it on in my most affected areas. Ooh, it feels really cool though. You know what it feels like? It feels kind of like... What does it feel like, Belle? It feels kind of like Professional from Benefit. That's really weird. Oh my god. I'm gonna put a little on my eyelid and then the neck, ears. Okay. In the case that I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at my mirror. It's right here. I think that that's good for that primer because I'm also gonna use another one. As you guys saw in my previous video from a while back already, because I haven't been doing things because life has really been hitting me. I'm finally back. Praise the Lord, I'm finally back. I showed this guy and this guy and this guy and this other guy all in another video at some point. I never got to use them. This is the very first time that I'm getting to use them ever, and I'm super excited. So I bought this because Manny and Nikki and Laura were just like raving about it, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy it. All right. And I did use code Manny, MUA, capitalized at checkout. Just saying. This is the Morphe Prep Set spray, and it is for prepping the face and for setting the face at the end. So beginning and end, use this guy. Let's try it out. It's got this cool continuous, I don't know if I should spray this out. I'm not in my usual space, as you can see. I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm buying Serge a new keyboard for his birthday anyways, so screw it. It's so pretty. Doesn't smell like anything, that's cool. Let's try it, let's put it on. Oh. Ooh, how cute is that? You know what it smells like? It kind of smells like an aloe vera kind of thing. That's kind of what it smells like. It smells like aloe vera. It's super cute. I like it. It's like a veil of freshness. I think I'm gonna start carrying this around in my bag just to spritz myself if I feel hot. First impression of that, I love it. Same with this guy. It really does feel like the professional from Benefit. And you know, I actually really like that little guy. This could be a really cool little sub for that, and that would be freaking epic. I'm pretty sure I was cross-eyed in that part. That's amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some foundation. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in number 115 Ivory. I think that this one matches my skin, but we'll find out. Also from Maybelline, I do have the Dream Lumi for my highlighting cream. I'm gonna go ahead and get my, where is it? Oh my god, it's right in front of my face. My little cake and bake sponge that I have not opened. The tape is even still sealed. I have not opened it even to squish it, which was like, I've had this thing for weeks, maybe possibly months. I bought this little guy, same reason. Manny made me buy it, but the thing is, he's still using it, so pretty sure it's a pretty good little spongy guy. This, it got stuck. That's great. This is what it looks like. I don't even know how nobody has mentioned this, at least in anything that I've watched. It looks like a freaking eraser from school. This is cute and squishy. It almost feels like a Beauty Blender squishiness already, so I can only imagine what it's gonna be like when I actually wet it, because I am gonna wet it. I'm gonna go dampen him and see how big he gets. This is my hands fully extended. Arms, not hands, and now I'm a T-Rex. Here it is with my arms fully extended, and you can see how it looks with my fingers and those kinds of things. I'm gonna go get it wet. That's what she said. Ay, Dios mío, 1 second. This chair makes me sound like I farted. Good Lord. You guys, like, this is great. I'm gonna sit in the chair 1 second. Oh my gosh. This is what it looks like now. I don't know how much bigger it is. That's what she said. It is much squishier. It's super cute. I really like this little guy. But the thing that I'm freaking out about is that it actually legit smells like an eraser from school. Like, it's funny and weird. I swear to God, I had an eraser that looked just like this one time, but much smaller. So let's go ahead and put on some of the nice things here. I almost dropped it. That would have been so stupid. We can go ahead and start with this Fit Me Matte and Poreless for normal to oily skin. Let's go ahead and dip into this little dude. Ooh, it smells like paint. Is it paint? What am I doing? I'm gonna go ahead and do like this. A little bit on my... Whee! That came out fast. Ooh, ooh, look, drippy drip. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna swatch it right here just to see the color. And it's too light. Super. We're just gonna go with this and see what happens. Really, I like to spread out my foundation a good amount anyway, so it should not be that big of a deal. And this is a medium to, what is this? If it said somewhere, that would be nice. Lord Jesus. Matte natural seamless finish, so that doesn't really help me to know what kind of coverage it has. I'm pretty sure it's like a medium coverage, medium to full coverage. Just gonna go ahead and dot this around. This looks really light, which is freaking me out, but you know what? It is what it is. That's what happens when you go to Walmart without a mirror and try to buy a foundation. Let's go ahead and grab our little dude, and I'm just gonna beat the crap out of my face and move it around. Blending, blending. That's not too bad, considering that it's fairly light. I finally realized what kind of undertone that my skin has. Why am I talking when I'm doing this on my Adam's apple? This is so stupid. Okay, ooh, there was a big patch right there. That was pretty funny. I would have been hilarious if I left it there the whole time. Get out there. So we're gonna go with this. Why is the cat crying? Pirate! Pirate! Pirate, shush it! So this is a pretty medium coverage. I mean, it's nice. It feels really light, but it could also be the fact that I use very little foundation, always. I'm gonna go pretty ham with the highlighter, which to me is kind of like a stupid thing to do. Let's just do it and see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and, Dream Lumi Touch. I don't even know if it's a Lumi or Lumi. I'm just gonna go with Lumi. It's a little twisty, right? Twisty guy, and you twist it up until it comes out. It sounds so weird. I feel bad for anybody who gets freaked out by squeaky noises, because this thing is super squeaky. I think it's coming out. Sing it, buddy. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming. I like this. This is a cool color. Little butts. Oh, it looks like an exclamation point. That's fantastic. Like these. Especially right under my eyes, because that's where I get the most darkness. My whole life. Dark child. Destiny's child. Dark child. I feel like this isn't coming out enough. We need like Who the hell sings that? Donna Summers? We need Donna Summers like hardcore right now because this is not coming out enough. This concealer just spit at me. Freaking hilarious. And I feel like it's gonna do it again, so I'm kind of scared. I better like hold it away from my face. If it would come out, it would be cool. This is annoying. Seriously. I feel like I'm gonna end up using this whole thing like right now. This is fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language. Jesus. Did I break it? I think I broke it. Yep, I totally broke it. What the heck is going on with this thing? No product is coming out anymore. Yep, it's dry. There we go. Now it's coming out. Jeez, what the heck was that? Hopefully this stuff doesn't dry down too fast, because if it does, I'm in a pickle. I'm gonna take this off for how? I'm gonna put it right there. That's great. I feel like I'm really going in with this, but you know what? I got my reasons. And you know what? I may not be doing this right, but I really don't care. I'm having fun. This is the first time I've gotten to play with makeup for a very long time. My thingy came up. Oh jeez, maybe I should take it off because it's gonna end up flying away, and I'm gonna be really sad because I'm not gonna be able to find it ever again. One of the cats knocked something over and I don't know what it was, but you know what? It's okay. The show must go on. We'll be okay. I'm sure they'll be all right. Finish up with that, and I'm gonna get my beauty blender. This is not a beauty blender! Oh my gosh, it's a cake and bake sponge. Why is this burning? Oh my god. Blend this out and see how it comes out. It's not too bad with the blending. This is a good sponge. I like this sponge. I think I'm gonna be using it a lot from now on. I feel like I can get a better grip on it and I'm not gonna destroy it with my fingernails. I don't know about this, you guys. I feel like maybe this is a little bit too much or something. I feel like I look like a ghost. I super look like a ghost. We'll survive. We'll get through this. Let's go ahead and get all this done. You know what though? If there's anything that I can say about this foundation is it's pretty cool the way that it goes over all the pores. I feel super porcelain right now. And even more so in the areas where I have the concealer on. So it's a decent product. I just wish that it was in a different kind of packaging because the concealer is a little bit strange. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our little translucent powder. This is Morphe finishing powder. Well, I tore it. And this is in translucent. I don't know if they have like any other colors. Okay, so I just scratched the little sticker at the bottom with my gel nails, and it felt so creepy. Like running your fingers down on chalkboard. Does anybody else hate that? Like, I super hate that. Every time I would get anywhere near the chalkboard as a kid, I would get scared because I didn't want to feel the way that my nails would run down the chalkboard. It was the grossest feeling. I didn't mind the sound, but the feeling, horrible. Moving on. Always talking about random crap. No one cares. Translucent powder. I'm gonna go ahead and knock some out into the tapa, and we'll see how this goes.
We're just trying all this stuff out today.
Methinks that that's a good amount of powder. Let's go ahead and try this. I get some powder. I'm gonna do the mani. Do it like this.
Okay.
This is a really cute little sponge. I actually really do like it. It's adorable. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh god. Okay. Did you enjoy that?
Gotta keep on going. And then we'll get this right here. This stuff is seriously making me sneeze. Good lord. Oh, jeez.
That's hilarious. Powder has never made me sneeze. And I mean this kind of powder before anybody starts asking stupid questions. No, I have never done coke in my life. I think that's about right. I really want to pull a white chick's joke out of my butt right now. I'm just gonna let that sit for a bit. What I have here is the Full Spectrum Urban Decay palette. I have used this one time before, but not on myself, so I don't know how it really works on my own skin. This has a magnet in it. That's super cool. I think that we've had time to sit. I'm gonna go ahead and dust all this off real quick. These dudes. And yes, I have used this brush before. It's a good brush, especially for powder, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust all this off. I don't know if this feels cakey All I know is I look like a freaking ghost, okay? That's all I know is I look like a ghost. Let's keep on going with this. So there's that. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and start with the colors. I haven't used this brush yet from the Urban Decay palette. I didn't even know this was, I didn't even know that this was there until just about right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I'm just gonna do a bunch of colors everywhere. I'm just gonna pull the inside out, show you my pride, my charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. How about that? We're gonna start with some white, this white shade called Bump, which I really do not condone that kind of language at all, but okay. Pack it on so that these really bright shadows can pop a little more. Pull down some for the bridge of the nose. What I'm gonna try to do is a lot of like highlighting, contouring kind of stuff with just the colors of the rainbow that are all existent in this palette, which is actually the reason why I bought this palette in the first place. Literally just so that I could do fun stuff like this. Get that contour area started. Get it ready. Are you ready? A little bit up in here. I have issues and need tissues. So I'm gonna put some, clean it up, Cocor. We're going ham. Ham with this white. Maybe look even more ghostly than I already freaking do. Once we get all the cool colors on, it's gonna look a lot nicer. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Gossip shade. It's very hot pink. And I'm just gonna start in on the nose contour. Okay, and this is a little bit shining, shimmering, splendid kind of color. I actually really like this brush. It's soft, it feels nice, all the things that a brush should feel. Blend that out. Same thing on the outer corner here. And just stick that in there. Leave it with that for now. Next thing I'm gonna go ahead and grab is this really cute coral color. And it's called Seas. Go over the same areas. See, it already started to be more red. It's like a little bit more of a, oh my gosh, cats. A little bit more of a red tone as opposed to being really hot pink. Don't worry about that, we'll blend it out later. So there's that. And then I'm gonna grab Calavera, which is that yellow shade right there. I'm gonna go over that same area one more time. Make it a more orangey red. There you go. Now it's starting to pop in the color that I want it to be. And no, this is not sponsored by Pop of Color. Anyways, I'm already getting a lot of fallout, but I mean, that's normal. Like, I don't know why people are like so worried about fallout. It's dumb. Not the video game, BT dubs. Ugh. Try to wipe off my brush a little bit because I do have a lot of color on there. I'm gonna wipe it off a teeny bit. I'm gonna go in with some orange tones. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this color called Jones. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and put that a little bit further in. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. For the really high points, I want to do like a yellow or a light green or something like that because lighter colors should be in the highlighted areas like that. See, it brings out the eye more as opposed to pushing it back because we don't want to push anything back right now. We are not holding anything back. I'm gonna go ahead and get this really golden shade called Gold Mine. I don't know if you can see any of these things. I feel like just like starting to shout out the names because I don't really see the point in showing every single shadow that I put on my face. It's kind of like ridiculous. Pack it on. So I got the yellow one there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some green. Put that in the inner corner. This is in Hatter. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this shade called Iced. It's a really shimmery silver, and I'm just gonna pack that right there to see if it'll do anything fun. I feel like I look like a Crayola watercolor palette already. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do some contouring. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some blues and purples for this side. I'm just gonna lay them on for now and see how this turns out. I also have another brush that I want to try. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some purple. This purple has some gold glitter in it, which would be cute. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and put that here. Okay, so that'll be a good amount of contouring stuff, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a little bit of the stuff that's been going on after I show you this brush. So this is the Morphe M143 brush. I did see Nikki use this in one of her videos a long time ago already, a few months ago, and I loved it and I've been wanting it. I finally had a little bit of money left over, you know, saved, so I decided to get it. This is for contouring from what I understand, and we'll see how it works, but I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not great at contouring as it is, so I don't know how well a brush is gonna help me. I'm gonna go ahead and just go over all these colors, all the blues and the purples in the world right there. That's actually kind of cool looking, and I'm just gonna go in. And it's not too bad. So yeah, guys, like, the thing that happened was, and what I've been struggling with trying to, you know, clear my head and just function is that a lot of things have changed in my life. Like, I no longer have grandparents who are alive, and that's kind of freaky, and it made me realize the magnitude of life, if that makes sense, because it just never occurred to me, like, specifically how big polar bears are. Like, I mean, it's so weird. Like, it's such weird stuff that I'm thinking of, you know, that makes me freak out. I'm gonna have to blend this with my fingers. But yeah, it's such weird stuff that made me freak out, but everybody experiences things differently, I guess, and so that's where my mind went. Serge was telling me, like, don't you know how big polar bears are? And I'm like, what the hell? No, what? Why? They're like regular sized bears, aren't they? And he's like, no, their paws are this big. Like, one paw is this huge, and then like 18 inches around. And I'm like, that's bigger than my face. I don't know what it was about it that freaked me out so much, but for some reason I almost, like, I wanted to cry, because just the thought of a creature being that large scared the crap out of me. So yeah, that's kind of where my mind is right now, because that's how I've turned out that I cope with death. So it's not only my grandfather who passed away, my grandmother also passed away, my mom's mom. So that was difficult, and it has been difficult because my mom is still, like, going through it, and so is the rest of my family, and I'm just like, and I don't know how to deal with it, I guess. So I just kind of don't, if that makes sense. I mean, and I feel kind of bad because I feel like I'm telling people, you know, that you should be positive all the time and all these kinds of things, but sometimes you just can't. I mean, sometimes it's just like, oh my gosh, my world is spinning out of control. I think that was something that I needed to experience, was my world going out of control for the first time in a really long time. It's been forever since I've had, like, issues. I've been very good about staying positive and things like this, and so when it came down to, you know, my grandmother passing and all these things, it was really difficult for me to deal with because I just didn't know how. And my grandfather passing, I mean, it was so like surreal when it happened, because I wasn't expecting it, like, at all. But no one was. I mean, none of us were expecting my grandfather to pass away the day that he passed away, because he was fine. We had just seen him the week before, which was the week of Easter. We finally got together to celebrate his 90th birthday, because what had happened was his birthday was actually November 28th. And the reason that we took so long to celebrate it was because he was recuperating in the hospital, and he was actually taken over to the VA nursing home, because they, like, my uncles and my dad just felt like he couldn't live alone anymore, kind of stuff. And I feel like I'm kind of all over the place with this story, because, like, it's just so weird to me, like, still, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I feel about everything. It turns out that I'm not great at dealing with death, which I did not know until now. And that looks stupid, but okay, you know, we'll figure that out. Let's just make myself a little funny nose here. Let's just do it. Why not? So dealing with that has been, you know, an uphill battle itself. And then work has been very hectic. It has been a train wreck, to be completely honest. I mean, I know that other people I work with probably are gonna see this, and you know what, I don't care. The fact is that we all know that the things that I'm talking about go on. It's not something that, like, no one knows about. Things just don't get done, and it really annoys me, and I need to have that kind of structure where things get done, or I can, you know, legit lose my mind. And I didn't even know that that was a thing. I didn't even know that I could, like, seriously go crazy if I didn't have that kind of structure that I had every day, where I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, kind of stuff. It turns out that I actually really do need a lot of structure. I need to be scheduled, because when I'm not scheduled, I freak out, and I didn't know that. So it's like, okay, now I know that I need to keep myself, like, on a strict schedule kind of thing, or I might just, you know, lose it. I went through a depression, guys. A pretty scary, deep one. That's why I haven't been here. It sucks, because I just felt like no one wanted to hear anything that I wanted to say. And I realized, like, that's something that a lot of people deal with, and that sucks. In my line of work, where, you know, my job is to be the person that you can talk to about this kind of stuff, it's, you know, I'm glad that I was able to overcome the feelings of depression before I started seeing clients. I barely started seeing clients this past couple of weeks. Most recently, I had been just in training, dying, because I couldn't deal with it. I hate being in training and not learning things, because then I feel like I'm wasting my time, and my time to me is very valuable, especially now that my grandparents died. Okay, like, it's a thing. It's scary. It freaks you out. Like, you don't even know how much it's gonna freak you out until it does. And then, you know, being in the situation where I felt like I had no control over anything, it was stupid. I just kept on getting sent over to different places and displaced because people didn't know what to do with me, which is not something that you want to feel in a new job. So I mean, I feel like I'm complaining a lot, and you know, that's the thing. That was why I didn't want to do this video, you know, where I talk about what happened. The fact is, that's what happened. I super felt like there was a lot, like, wrong. And then to the point where I didn't want to say anything to anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. All I wanted to do was sleep. Like, it was difficult for me to not only to get out of bed, but even if Serge wanted to go somewhere. If it was with Serge alone, it was fine. But when it came to trying to hang out with other people and stuff, it was not happening. I was so scared. So scared, you guys. Like, I mean, I don't even know how to explain. I mean, the only way that I can explain it is if you were in a situation, messed up my face. If there's something that you fear, like greatly fear, like a super deep fear, like let's say you're afraid of heights, and then somebody told you, oh, we're gonna go jump off a building tomorrow, and there's no way that you can get out of it. I'm pretty sure that the fear would set in. You know what I mean? And that was kind of how it was. It was like being afraid of something that hadn't happened yet, and it was really stupid. I mean, like, it was the dumbest thing. I couldn't even function. I couldn't even function. And so not being able to function actually came into my YouTube life, and I could not deal with anything. Like, I felt so weird and dumb, but I couldn't do anything. Everything was no, and like, that was something that I felt so bad about with Serge, because I mean, Serge wants to go out, Serge wants to have fun, and I'm over here just like nervous Nancy, can't do anything. So yeah, it was a real struggle, and I mean, he's been a trooper through it all. If I didn't have him, I don't know what I would do with myself. I would probably like go into the corner of a room and stay there forever, because I'm just weird like that. But yeah, I mean, I super missed doing this kind of stuff. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna grab a lot of swatches of different colors, and I'm gonna rub them all over my face. It's supposed to be rainbow, right? This is cool. It's fun. Throw color everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit more of this highlight to conceal some stuff, because I did screw up in a couple of places. Just try to... And it doesn't want to blend out! Ah! There was powder everywhere. That was weird. Yeah, so I mean, I guess, does that make sense? I mean, I don't know. With all the stuff that's been going on in my life, I've been having trouble with all kinds of things. Hence, I have been off of YouTube for a while, which I hated, and I miss it so much. I think that it was a really good thing for me to do in the first place. So for me to stop doing it because I was so sad, and because I felt like no one wanted to hear anything that I wanted to say, was like, oh my god, freaking demons getting to me, and I needed to come back. It's funny enough, like, I wasn't gonna do this today because I've been so sleepy. Sergi actually got me out of bed and said, you know, hey, you should do something for your channel. You know, you haven't been doing stuff. And there's a cat outside and it's meowing. Oh my god. Let me go get him so that you guys can see him. It's been a while. Cat butt, show up, okay, come here. Come here. You can come in. Who's your little baby poo butt? Yes, I. He's a little squishy butt, and I'm gonna eat him. He's gotten really big, guys. Look at how big he is. He's so fluffy and fat. He's a fatty, fat butt. Okay. Oh, he's gotten so big. I don't know what to do with him. Okay, come back outside. Come on, buddy. Go. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyeliner. I do not have any eyeliner that is new at the moment, so I'm just gonna go ahead in with my normal stuff, and let me find it. I got lots of bags. I'm a bag lady. Oh my god! Drop the foundation. Oh jeez. Anybody need a tampon? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Where are you? There you are. Kat Von D Trooper tattoo liner. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and try to do a cute little wingy wing, just for shiggles. Oh, or you know what we could do? We could do like this. kind of fun. Let's do this. This is nice. Why not? I like how I was legit just gonna do my eyeliner right now and then I turned into a cartoon. Now I'm gonna do the eyeliner, like actual eyeliner, not just scribbling on my face like a weird guy. Actually, I lied, I'm still going. Good Lord, I'm never gonna do this liner. Okay, I'm gonna do this actually like off camera kind of thing because otherwise I'm not gonna get it right. Oh my god. Oh, that part is so itchy. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez, it's right here always makes me itchy. I'm already crying. Oh god. And you know what? I am gonna go with it and go with 2 different liners just for the fun of the whole thing. I really like this liner. I really like this liner too. So it's like I really just, you know what? I'm gonna keep both of them. I have some mascara. I'm gonna kind of do that real quick, just 1 sec. So that we can get that out of the way. Okay, I think that's about good with that. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put on some highlighter, you know, my favorite thing in the world. With the same brush, the Morphe 510 blending brush. So I'm just gonna get my Eclipse Manny MUA and Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter. I love doing that. Glitter everywhere. And I'm gonna go ahead and just go in my favorite area, which is right here. Here, tap it on, down the nose, on the top of the nose, Cupid's bow, and the chin, over the brows, and the forehead. I think that that's pretty much it. The only thing that I want to do now is add some lipstick. We're just going to do like a bunch of different colors on top of a liquid lip. The Scorpio shade by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab a bunch of different colors from this little guy and I'm gonna just dab them on with my fingers. Alright, so this is the finished look. I think it's fun, I think it's cool. Would I wear it out? If I were ever invited to a Pride festival or for something of that sort, definitely. Part of the reason why I identify so much with the LGBTQ community is I feel like there's a lot of inclusion. There's a maturity level of acceptance and understanding. I love that we get to embrace each other and our differences and see them as strengths, as opposed to seeing them as weaknesses or something that can divide us. I love being able to just experience people in general and learn about different walks of life. But yes, this is the finished look. I am very happy with it, and I almost want to do something like this for Halloween. This is really cute. This is my look for Pride. Cue the montage. I don't do montages, like that's just like the funny thing. I don't know why I don't do them, but I just don't. Of me just doing like this. If you enjoyed this video, and I know that it's very long because I've been here for like 2 hours just doing this weird stuff, trying to figure out my life. Anyways, please do not forget to subscribe, become a member of the Unicorn fam, and get your sparkle on. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, mostly on Snapchat because I hardly ever post on Instagram now because I just do not have time, honey. In case no one has told you today, I love you very much. I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos and, you know, giving me feedback and all the things. Leave suggestions if you want to see something different in another video of the future. Always be the best version of yourself that you can, unless you can be a unicorn. in which case you should be the best version of a unicorn that you can. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you, and I will see you guys later. Okay, bye!